Hey, shalom, shalom, brothers. It's Brother Kamal Mahar here, back at it again. First things first, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, learners true from. Blessing to the Akim out there preaching his word with wholehearted sincerity. Blessing to 144,000, one third entirely. The first fruits king in heaven, the house of David, WF Dawadah. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you brothers. Today, brothers, man, I wanted to get into, you know, um, how Babylon is going to be destroyed, aka America, um, and the manner of it, how it be going to be destroyed is going to be like what you would call a spiritual roll on. Like the Lord's judgment towards this place is going to be so crazy. Is that like He's not going to just allow one country just to, you know, like, oh, okay, this destruction of Babylon came from, um, you know, Russia only. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, the prophecy is that Russia's going to send a couple nukes over, and they're going to be so powerful that it destroyed the whole country, and all the world was like, oh shit, look what happened. Nah, actually, the Lord's judgment is so fierce that that He's orchestrating this whole world to which in the Oikumene perspective, He's orchestrating the whole entire world with nuclear power. Any country that has nuclear capabilities are going to shoot everything they got, or what they call empty the clip. They're going to shoot everything they got at one time and come over at Babylon, um, all at one time. That's what you call a spiritual roll on, or what you would call overkill. That's beyond overkill with that one, man. And when you think about it, take a look up. Brothers know, but I'm just saying for edification's sake, take a look at what one nuclear bomb can do, and look up the elements and how, and the way it goes. And there's videos showing you that how what happens in the immediate blast radius, and then what happens like what a mile or two from that blast radius, and then what happens a little bit further out and further out. That radius is pretty big, so it can take out a lot of people. um I'm gonna say more in the hundred thousands, man. Capability even more. So depending on where you shoot it. Now, if you shoot it in the inner city, the chances are, Salaki, let me go ahead and depending on where you shoot it, 100,000 plus is easy. I mean, that's pretty much light work. That's a lot of people. So, and we're talking about for one warhead. So imagine if, you got like, shoot. I mean, you can even say three of them. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's major cities all through America, but you can count on your hand. You can say New York, you can say Philadelphia, you can say LA, San Francisco. What's that? Already four or five right there. Houston, Miami, Tampa Bay, Las Vegas. I mean, these are missiles less than 10 already, close to 10. And those by themselves, those 10 right there that I'm naming, that was about 6 or 7. Those numbers of missiles by themselves, just those, the amount of damage that's going to do is unspeakable. You know what I mean? So, let alone the scriptures are talking about more than 10, and they're going to hit in every portion of this land itself, like all the middle of Colorado to the Kentuckys to the Montanas to the North and South Dakotas, all those different states that people don't mention. Those are getting hit too, along with those inner cities, man. And it's going to destroy the entire land off the face of the earth, like forever though. That's a that's a pretty big destruction situation, man. I mean, that's major, 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 and very frightening to think about. You know, um, you know what? I'm gonna start this off with Jeremiah, um, 50, 50 and 51 is heavy. but I actually wanted to get to a certain point. I wanted 9. And I'm going to skip down a little too as well. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna jump down on this one because Jeremiah 50 is heavy, along with 51, 50 and 51. I mean, it's other chapters, but 50 and 51 is like the go tos. But for the sake of my video, I'm gonna go ahead and start from one. I'll just jump down. It says the word of Yahawashi speak against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Here's one of my points of this video. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken into pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken into pieces, right? And how Babylon is going to be broken down in such of a manner is by these other nations. There's going to be a spiritual roll on. They're going to all come together and be as one ally and one team, and then turn around and look at Babylon all by Babylon's self. And Babylon going to be all by itself with nowhere to go. There's no weapons that they have. It's going to defend themselves because remember, the spirit of the Lord is going to be in these ICBM missiles, man. Right? And it says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Yeah, it's going to be a really bad scenario. All these nations are going to really do some damage. Okay, so you know what? What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go through 6 through 9 for the context for one of the major reasons why Babylon's gonna get beat down like this. It says for 6, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And that's Yahawah. All that found them have devoured them. See? And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, Yahawashi, the hope of their fathers, right? And that's Esau, Edom, right? It says, remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. Here's the point. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. And they shall set themselves array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So you see that right there. It says assembly of great nations. And they shall set themselves in array. Now, if I skip on down, it's going to talk about a battle array as well, which is basically like looks like an army that's, matter of fact, let's look this up. It's like an army that's like all in battle formations. If you wanna, yeah, a battle formation, battle, battle array. I'm messing up this. Okay, battle array, and we'll look at the images. There you go, images, and it looks something like there you go. Boom. This is a battle array. That's also a battle array over there. When you like there you go. Boom. Here's a good one too. Battle array. There you go. Here's another battle array. Looks like that. They're all in formation, ready to go, and that's how these ICBM missiles are going to look when they come over to destroy Babylon. It's going to look like a battle array as they're coming. They're going to be all in formation, all in a line, and just coming for one purpose, right? Here we go, and it says, I want to get to verse. Let's go to verse 13 and 14. It's also 13, 14, 15. It says, because of the wrath of Yahawashi, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Yeah, so that's basically, um, if you ever see somebody get, they fall to the ground, and you might see 4 or 5 people start kicking them at one time. After the beat down is done, there's a lot of times where you'll see the person's face, maybe, or head, even some lashes on their bodies, but mainly the head and the face is what's going to really show the damage. It's going to be little big bumps and bloody nose and eyes leaking out blood and big giant bumps on their heads because they were like whelps and big giant bumps from the beat down. What happens is once that's has been seen, the most you can say is, damn, oh shit, yo, they whooped this boy ass, yo. They really beat this dude up. Like, oh shit. That's what it means by hissing at all their plagues and being astonished. Because the destruction is going to be so great that it's like, oh shit, we didn't think it was going to look like that. That's bad. Like, ooh wee. That's what it's going into. 14 is the point. It says, put yourselves array against Babylon round about. So this is talking about all the nations that have nuclear capabilities. They're going to put themselves in array and shoot all their missiles out. And the Spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles in the battle array, coming at every different angle they need to come. And they're going to shoot at all one time and land in one area at one time. Yeah, that's going to be like, ooh wee. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord, Yahawashi. Right. So when it says spare no arrows, that literally means empty the clip. When you pull that trigger, it's probably a switch on it too. So all you gotta do is hold it, and all the bullets will come out, and then it won't stop. It won't stop. Shooting until all the bullets are gone. And through the Spirit, when you really think about it, that makes a lot of sense, because there will not be another ICBM missile created once this battle's done, because right after that's done, the kingdom of heaven will be established, and then, like it says, they're going to turn their pruning hooks into plowshares, and all their weapons of war is going to be into working tools. Along where it says in Isaiah the 2nd chapter that there will be no war anymore. And also in Ezekiel 39 chapter, it talks about how all the weapons of the nations will be gathered up and burnt up and destroyed. So boom, there you go. So it makes sense for the Lord to make them to create the smith, to make them to create these weapons of mass destruction, just to overkill and shoot them all at one time, to also get rid of them at the same time as well. Very, very, very intelligent and freaky how the Lord set that up. Now, what is that? Joel 3. It was hide behind my little screen. Joel 3, 3 and 9. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start at okay, so now what I just said through the Spirit is reversed for a temporary moment of time in order to fulfill this prophecy of the destruction of Babylon. It says, starting at 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, all the nations that had those capabilities are going to come up and and get ready for the battle to be able to destroy Babylon. It says, and also World War III. It says, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right. And why is the weak saying that they're strong? Because at one point, when America had used the atomic bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, that's how you say that. That was the first time that the world has ever seen nuclear power, right? Or atomic power. because now you need atomic bomb to set off a nuclear warhead. Shout out to my brother Ariel. I mean, brother Yahawashi that taught me that. That's how that works. But it's still nuclear, or atomic, whatever. Brothers know what I'm getting with that one. What's going on is, that left the whole entire world weak because no part of the world had capabilities like that, which put Babylon, aka America, on a power seat. And then that's why we was able to, not even we, America was able to have the world reserve currency as theirs. They was basically bullied their way through like I wish you would. That's what made them strong and the rest of the world weak. But now, as the other nations that also have capabilities now of nuclear weapons, now that's making the weak strong. And it's like, you ever see like a brother, a movie or in real life maybe, where like a brother might lift up his shirt and show his gun, and the guy that he showed it to, if the guy is not strapped up either, he goes, "My bad, bro," and he walk off and keep it moving. But if the guy that lifts the shirt up shows his gun, and the other guy also has a gun, he just gonna lift his shirt up and be like, "What, bro? Like, what's up? Like, I'm strapped too. Like, what you want to do? Like, what? Like, what you trying to say?" That's an example of the weak saying that I am strong, because they had the same capabilities as another person, so they're not scared, nor will they back down. So it says, verse 10, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong." 11 is the point. "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawashi. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit judge all the heathen round about." Now, first things first, the Lord is going to assemble all the nations against Babylon, and then Babylon going to be destroyed. It's going to be that World War III popping off in the valley of Jehoshaphat, and then that's when the big bro going to come. Yahawashi going to come back, and that's when he going to come and judge the nations. And then, that's a whole nother video for itself, which is like the Apostle Gabar would say, that I would definitely concur and I would agree. As an opinion, that's one of the greatest prophecies in the scriptures, is the return of Yahawashi. I think I'm like, that's an opinion, but I'm willing to bet you any amount of money that through the Spirit, I'm gonna give it take 98, 99% of Jake, probably even 100, which will make it a fact, but it's still an opinion that they will agree. The return of Yahawashi is the greatest prophecy of all time. Real rap. Like, you just gotta just let that be what it's gonna be. You know what? I'm gonna end this precept. I'm gonna end this vid. Lord willing, you edify you brothers, man. I'm just, laying back and on, or not even laying back. I'm just coming off on Babylon. This prophecy that we're getting into is really, really fast and approaching. And we really, really hasten the day of Yahawashi coming back, because I think through the Spirit, as far as a timeline basis, when Yahawashi returns, Babylon should be already destroyed already. Right. You brothers can correct me on that one, but I know I'm pretty much spot on with that one. What is this? Isaiah 47. There's plenty more precepts on the destruction of Babylon, but let me start at it says, "Come down," Isaiah 47. "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Yeah, no more tender and delicate, especially when all those missiles hit from all these different nations, man. It's not going to be a pretty sight. "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I would take vengeance, and I would not meet thee as a man." It's Yahawashi coming back. And also, we're in a time frame where America is being exposed for all the wickedness that they do. It's coming out really great, because we're in the age of information. And this information that's coming out is really, really big time. It's really, really is big time as far as what we're finding out, what we're understanding. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latino Native Indians who knew. Yahawashi is a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. The Lord Yahawah is also a melanated man as well. which is our power that we all, even Yahawashi, represent. And it's a beautiful thing to know what's going on, and know that we at the end, and this place is about to get a spiritual roll on by all the different nations, man. So I brought this out. This is edifying to you, brothers. Lord willing, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and qadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the men that I have learned this truth from. Blessing to the Akim out there preaching his word, wholehearted sincerity. Blessing to the 144,000, 1/3 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven. The house of David, Wiyaf, Dawadah. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking at different nations. Shalom to you, brothers.